All right, welcome back, everybody, to the French Open quarterfinals, and we're on to match number 2, where we're watching Sabalenka, world number 1, and the favorite to win the tournament, taking on Diana Shnaider for a spot in the semis to play Chwelinska. So the winner of this would be the favorite. Would be the favorite in that semi-final, even if it's Shnaider. Okay. Let's see. Sabalenka beat Osaka in the last match, which was actually the night session, which was awesome. And then after this, we've got FAA versus Kaboli, which I'm very excited for that one. That's going to be really fun. All right. Hi, Deb, are you actually a person? I'm quite new here. Always a bit confused. Deb is 100% a person. All right. Let us see how Sabalenka first versus lefties will go. I think wait, this is good practice for Sabalenka against a lefty, right? I don't think Sabalenka struggles against lefties. I don't think so. I mean, when was the last time a lefty beat Sabalenka that I can think off the top of my head? I can't think. Yeah. I don't know. Has she lost to a lefty recently? I don't think so.
Who would have thought a month ago that between Swiatek and Chwelinska, it'd be Chwelinska as the only Polish player who would play the semi-final?
True. No one. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Or are you a robot? Wait, hang on. Debbot? That's a good ring to it. I'm just looking back. So Sabalenka, she lost to Vondi at Berlin last year. That was the last time I think she lost to a lefty. Berlin last year. When she lost to Vondi, so. Even Nadal never beat Sabalenka. That is so true. You're right. That is true. You are so right. My misname is Couture, but I'm here for Sabalenka has 250. I hear Sabalenka has 250 carat diamond jewels on. I don't know what that means. This last match was wow. What the last match we just watched? Yeah. Hey, what's up, Stefan? How you doing? What's going on in Serbia today? Shnaider, by the way, has only dropped 1 set, and that was to Keys. But here we go. Wind is blowing. It is windy. Any match updates on Birmingham? I have no idea what's going on in Birmingham. I haven't got any updates, so I'm not sure. Any updates on Birmingham, chat? Anyone? Hey, Cam, I'm in New York. Hey, have fun with that. Deb has never lost to Sabalenka. True. Deb's undefeated against Sabalenka. All right. So Shnaider spent a little bit more time on court, which is not a surprise because she has played 3-setter. Man, I'll tell you what, Chad. I am looking forward to sleeping tomorrow. These night sessions have kicked me right in the butt. 11 days of staying up until the sunrise. That will do it. No more night sessions. We might still get late matches, but at least I won't have to watch the sunrise and I can go to sleep before that happens. Night sessions are cruel. They finish so late. We've had some really late finishes too. I mean, like, we're talking 1 a.m. local time too, right? And then we watch grass season, which don't have... Well, they do have night sessions, but they have curfews. Yes. Curfews for the win. Vacationing in Germany, watching in downtime. Hey, Diana, enjoy that. Have fun. All right. Here we go. Semi-final spot up for grabs. Quarterfinals, one more left. This is the last one. Quarterfinals after this are over for the ladies. I went Sabalenka in straights, I think. Sabalenka 7 first. Who you got, chat? Who you got? Also, let the record show that I'm 1 for 1 in predictions today. I am 100% on my predictions. All right, Sabalenka backhand winner. That's a winner. 15 love. 15 love. Sabalenka. Shnaider in 3. Ooh, okay. Sabalenka in 2. Sabalenka serves down the tee. Shnaider gets it back. And then Sabalenka angled forehand winner. Woo! All right. Didn't expect that one. 30 love. $30 love. And to the fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Shnaider. Forward from Sabalenka to the forehand of Shnaider. Shnaider hits a winner. Inside out winner. And it's 30-15. $30-15. As the return goes in the forehand, Sabalenka. Backhand Shnaider. Into the forehand, Sabalenka in the net. $30. 30. Sabalenka serves again. Into the back of Shnaider. Back into Sabalenka. Winner. Cross court. 40-30. $40-30. As the return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand from Shnaider. The back of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. We get the deuce. I'll tell you though, this weather might actually nerf Sabalenka a little bit. Gee, Sabalenka is wearing like so much jewelry around her neck. She is wearing crazy crazy amount. They're like, we have 4 options. She's like, yes. Which one do you want to wear? Yes. How many can I wear? 5. I can wear 5. All right, Aryna Sabalenka. So yeah, I wear all of them, right? Give me all the diamonds. Give me all the jewels. All right, Aryna Sabalenka. Into the forehand of Shnaider. Return goes back to Sabalenka. Shnaider forehand again to the Sabalenka backhand. Sabalenka gets it out. Back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. As the return goes out by Shnaider. Advantage Sabalenka. As with a backhand lob. Goes long by Sabalenka, and we get back to deuce. Deuce. Watching Sabalenka is so painful. The grunts. First serve, the fault, second serve. Second serve. Sabalenka serves the foot back into Shnaider. Shnaider hits it out. Advantage Sabalenka. We got to do like a bingo or something. I feel like we got to do like a bingo. Maybe I'll make a bingo board. Like what I have with the tennis board. We'll do a bingo board. We'll see if we can get bingo every day. Advantage Sabalenka. Her grunts are not that bad. All right, advantage Sabalenka. And she finally holds after about 6 minutes. First game in the bag. Now, Ched, what's her name? Sabalenka leads all categories except for movement, which is Schneider's advantage. I put in together a list of players. Bingo card, Sabalenka, yeah. Where's a quarter of her body covered in rubies. I'm putting together a list of next generation players, right? And what should we judge them on? Like when we're like talking about who's the best, right? Because I know the conversation and the fun thing that everyone likes to do is like, who's going to be the next Alcaraz or Sinner? Rather than doing that, because I find that kind of boring and tedious, I want to know who is the current best of that generation, because it's got to be Menchik, right? But like, what should we judge them on? Like, what should some of the categories be when we're talking about like, why is Menchik better than Tien, or why is Tien better than Fonseca? Like, what achievements should we be tracking? Not game wise. I'm talking about what should, like, obviously winning a 1,000 puts him ahead of those guys. But like, what other things should we? Because the other guys might have something else that Menchik doesn't have. Like, what should we be judging them on? Like, what should be the categories? Record against top player. Yeah, so it's like top 10 wins, right? Top 10 wins. I've got that on the list. Number of major titles, 500 above. Yep, we got that. What other things, though? Beating Sinner? I think beating Sinkeraz has got to be on the list, right? Wins over Sinner. Or Sinner, you know what it should be? It should be wins over Sinner. Because everyone's had a win. Win versus Sinner, win versus Alcaraz, and win versus Djokovic, right? Because I think if you beat those guys, if you beat any of those guys, it's significant, right? Even Djokovic in 2026, like that still matters. I think a win against one of those three guys is definitely a big plus. Because winning against all three, that's like nobody's done that yet. Anyways, 30-15 as that goes out by Sabalenka, 40-15. Head-to-head against each other. That's a good one. I like that too. Head-to-head against one another. That's definitely a factor. Highest ranking, I agree with that too. Career high ranking, which again, Menchik has. Includes Zverev, win over Zverev as well. That's probably a good one too. Because Zverev, I agree. Zverev actually does deserve to be on that list too. Because Zverev's played most of those guys, to be honest. He's played Feast, he's played Menchik, he's played Fonseca, he's played Blocks, he's played a lot of those guys. 40-30. As a return goes into the backhand slice of Shnaider. Backhand now from Sabalenka up the line. Shnaider in the net. Best slam result is probably there. I've got that as well. Yep. Best slam result. Agree. I've got that on there as well. I think that's a pretty good list. And this would actually like help going forward because especially yesterday, like no one thought about Menchik yesterday until he won yesterday, right? Like he was getting overlooked, and I think we need to have this list to remind us of where everybody's sort of at the moment, right? Where are these players at? Because Menchik before yesterday, again, that's probably why he reacted the way he did at the end of the match because like we all forgot Shnaider held 1-1. And we weren't talking Menchik. Runa was him in 2022. Yeah, fair enough. Olympic result. Well, they haven't played Olympics yet, so I don't know about that. Davis Cup appearances. I don't think we need to do that. I don't think that's as relevant. Win-loss percentage. Yeah, we can add that. Win-loss percentage. Uh, 1-1. As we get a forehand now into the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand Shnaider. Volley Sabalenka. Shnaider puts it up into the sky and Sabalenka smashes away. Tennis math is like MMA math. It doesn't really work. Yeah. But it's still fun to do. I think it's for me, it's more for me. This is more for me to kind of like keep tracking because I think a lot of the things that we should have known yesterday with Menchik going into this, we should have talked more about him. Like that was a big mistake from everybody. I don't think anyone was talking about Menchik until he won the first two sets. Lovely drop shot Sabalenka and then puts a forehand winner away and it's 30-love. But yeah, I think it's I think it's a good idea to just kind of like track progress. All right, return. Goes in the back end of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. Great depth on the return. And it's 30-15. All right. Nice hitting from Sabalenka. 4-15. (40-15). Sabalenka leads 2-1. All right. All right, 2-1 Sabalenka. Because, yeah, there's definitely an established top 5 I'm looking at here. So you've got, in this order, right? Menchik, Tien, Fils, Hadar, and Fonseca. That in that order, right? And that's in order of ranking. Now, you can say that, you know, Hadar's got only one title and he's only just been going well now, so maybe you put Fonseca ahead of him. But Menchik is ahead of the game, for sure. And then you've got, like, all the other guys are sort of behind that, but we'll track them as well, just to kind of keep an eye out, like, because Menchik has got a win over Djokovic, a win over Sinner, right? Whereas Tien hasn't got a win over any of them. Oh, has he beaten Zverev? Oh, yeah, he has beaten Zverev. He beat Zverev in Acapulco. So he's got a win over Zverev, but he hasn't got a win over the other guys. Fils has beaten Zverev, but not the other guys. Hodar's not beaten any of them. And Fonseca's beaten Djokovic. And that's it at the moment. So again, Menchik's the only one out of that bunch who's beaten 2 of those 4 guys, right? Again, it's just... and he's going to play Zverev tomorrow, so who knows? Maybe he'll be 3-3. Love 15. Fils feels old to me. I know, Fils has been around forever. Fils has got the most titles out of that bunch, though, which is very impressive. All right, Sabalenka gets a drop shot, but it's no good, and Shnaider puts it away. All right, 15-0. Kwame is another one to watch. That's true. I'll put him on the list as well. 15-30. Double fault. And it's 15-30. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Forehand now from Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand goes into the forehand of Shnaider. And then Sabalenka hits it in the net. It's 30-0. As with a backhand from Sabalenka to the forehand of Shnaider. Shnaider hits it out. Break point. 30-40. 30-40. First serve's a fault, second serve. Serving the backhand Sabalenka. Backhand out from Shnaider. To the backhand Sabalenka. Shnaider forehand again in the backhand Sabalenka. Shnaider forehand on the stretch. Sabalenka backhand. Cross court. Past Shnaider, who was going the other way. There's the break. 3-1. Sabalenka takes the break. By the way, Menchik is 10 for 10. 10 out of 20 against top 10. He's won 10 matches against top 10 guys. That is insane. He has 10 wins, 10 losses against the top 10. What? And he's 4 wins, 3 losses against top 5. That's insanity. Like, what do you mean? Man, that is crazy. All right, lovely drop shot from Sabalenka. She is cruising. 15-love. He's 50% against top 10. I know, right? It's crazy. That's crazy. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. As that goes out by Sabalenka, 15-0. As with a back up the line and out by Sabalenka. And it's 15-30. Shnaider a chance to get back on serve. All right, led on the first serve. By the way, Feast is another one that is so underrated. Like he has won 9 matches, lost 16 against top 10. He's played 25 matches against top 10 already. Double fault Sabalenka, 15-40. So Menchik's played 20 matches against the top 10. Feast has played 25 matches against the top 10. Like, what? What the heck? All right, first serve's a fault by Sabalenka, second serve. As they go forehand to backhand, Sabalenka then with a drop shot winner. Saves one. 30-40. As with a backhand to the slice of Shnaider. Forehand out from Sabalenka. Inside out winner. We get the deuce. All right, we get the deuce. Sabalenka just hits another big winner. Advantage Sabalenka. As we're flying out of the back end of Sabalenka. Back in out for Shnaider. Again, the back of Sabalenka, who hits a cross-court win-up. And Sabalenka goes a 4-1. Okay. Sabalenka with a 4-1 lead. All right. All right, Sabalenka's starting to take over. All right, how we doing, chap? Winner of this place, Kwielinska. All right, Shnaider to serve. As we serve now the back of Sabalenka. Great return. Shnaider puts up a lob. But it goes long. Lob 15. So yeah, just having a look, chat. It's the more I look at like the stats behind the guys under the under 22 years old, the more it's like kind of obvious that Menchik is the best. And this was before he won yesterday, right? Like we should have been. This is quite obvious. It's with a backhand winner from Shnaider. It's 15-0. Like his stats are very impressive, and Feast is also very impressive. Like Feast's stats are also impressive. He just hasn't won. He hasn't had a Grand Slam run like the other guys. Like he's made a 4th round of Wimbledon. He hasn't made it into a semi or anything yet. And Sabalenka gets a backhand winner on the stretch. Beautiful shot, 15-30. But he has been better at 1,000 events than the other guys, except for Menchik. God, it's so fun to have a group of guys like this to break down and focus on, you know. Whereas, you know, whatever, 10 years ago, it was Zverev. 15-30. That's free to serve. To the backhand of Sabalenka. Four now from Shnaider is long. It's 15-40. Who is the top 3 among them? Menchik 1. I would say Feast 2. And TN 3. As the return goes into the forehand of Shnaider. Up the line to the forehand of Sabalenka. Shnaider backhand. Slice. Into the slice of Sabalenka. Backhand Shnaider in the forehand of Sabalenka. Drop shot's good. Sabalenka then hits a volley win-up. And gets the double break. Jeez, Sabalenka is just on something else right now. She is on fire. All right. And Shnaider goes up the line with a winner. Beautiful shot. All right. Sabalenka hits it up the line and wide. And it's love 30. Love 30. As the return goes out by Shnaider that time. And it's 15-30. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. Serve to the back and Shnaider. Return goes the forehand of Sabalenka. Shnaider with a slice. Sabalenka. Forehand winner. 30-0. We're to serve again. Is a fault, second serve. Second serve. As a plane flies over. And the wind's kicked up as well. Oh, was that wind, was it? Wasn't even plane. God, it is so windy all of a sudden. Like, it's just gone crazy. And the clouds are going crazy. It's, yeah. 30-0. As a return. Goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Back in now from Shnaider into the forehand of Sabalenka. And Sabalenka with a forehand went up the line. 40-30. Sabalenka just too strong for Shnaider. All right, 40-30. Sabalenka to take the first set. And again, the wind is kicking up. Sabalenka serves. Fault. Second serve. Head to head, they've never played. First time meeting. Second serve. Oh, double fault. Back to deuce. All right, deuce. Sabalenka. Had to deal with the wind on that serve. As the return goes to Sabalenka, that's a good shot. Up goes a lob by Shnaider, but then Sabalenka smashing the net. Advantage Shnaider. Yeah, the roof's not going to be close because of wind. That's just, wind is just too bad, too sad. You got to get over it. Like, too windy, too bad. 7 to the back end of Shnaider. Return goes back end of Sabalenka. That's a win up the line. We get to deuce. Back to deuce. Return goes in the back end of Sabalenka. Back forehand from Shnaider. To the forehand of Sabalenka. Shnaider backhand to the back end of Sabalenka. Shnaider with a lob. Goes long. And it's advantage Sabalenka. Set point again. Advantage Sabalenka. Yeah, happy birthday to Rafa. This Open is not great on growing your subscribers. If Sinner would be still stays wounded, Wimbledon will be better. You sure? Advantage Sabalenka. You sure about that? Sabalenka serves. The back of Shnaider, great return. Sabalenka slice. And the volley winner from Shnaider. We're back to deuce. Yeah, this tournament's been really bad for channel growth. Yeah, the channel's gone backwards since this tournament started. Things are getting worse. Sinner lost, and then everything just went to shit, and there was nobody cared. Lob goes up. Sabalenka with a forehand, but then runs back to the baseline, then hits a forehand in the net. Oh no! Advantage Shnaider. Advantage Shnaider. All right, serve. As we get a missed ground stroke by Sabalenka, and we're going to break back. You forgot to like? Who else forgot to like the video? What? You forgot to like the video? Oh my God. Chat, who hasn't liked? Who hasn't liked the stream yet? Come on now. Come on now. You would be at 350 if Synchraz were back. Okay. Thank you for... I mean, luckily I don't care, but thank you for... Yay. Like, what do you want from me? By the way, it has actually been a very successful tournament despite not having those two guys. We had 100,000 views on the video, on the, we had 100,000, what was it? Jannik Fonseca was 100, we had over 100,000 views. Like, that's crazy for a match that doesn't have Sinner, Alcaraz, Djokovic in it. Or Eala. That's crazy. We had like 6,000 people. People are still showing up. Uh, 5-2. And I think you're underestimating the power of the WTA. Sinner's not here, but the people that watch WTA, they still rock up. They don't care that Sinner lost. They're still super invested. 5-2. Is Djokovic playing Wimbledon? Yeah. I think it's good for channel growth because you actually get other people. You get to watch other people. That's true. We get to watch players that we wouldn't normally watch. So then other fans of like, you know, other players get to discover the channel without us having to watch Sinner all the time and Djokovic, right? That's actually a good point. We're watching a lot of different players this tournament because of that. 5-2. I'm excited for FAA Kabuli. I'm excited for that too. All right, backhand goes in the backhand of Shnaider. Forehand from Sabalenka. The backhand of Shnaider. Sabalenka wins a point. Shnaider hits it wide. Love 15. And Schneider's starting to get frustrated by these conditions too. Love 15. Return goes out by Sabalenka. 15-0. All right. Serving to the forehand of Sabalenka. Return goes backhand slice of Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand off the tape. Lands into the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand wide up the line. It's an ugly day of tennis. 30-15. A lot of errors. $30-15. All right, as that goes out by Shnaider, 30-0. All right, first is the 4-second serve. All right. Sabalenka hits it in the net, and it's 40-30. As we serve again from Shnaider. As the return goes in from Sabalenka, the back of Shnaider, forehand from Sabalenka. Into the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka slice on the stretch. Shnaider forehand to the back of Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets it long. It's 5-3, Sabalenka. 5-3. I'm confused about Queen's Club. I thought it was only men's. How come Serena's playing doubles? She's playing in the men's doubles. She's taking on the guys. No, there's a WTA event beforehand that started two years ago, I think. So Queen's Club goes over 2 weeks now. First week women's, second week men's. They did that. I think they started last year or the year before. Maybe it was last year. Maybe it was I think it was 2 years ago. All right, 5-3. Why don't I put on the game? Because that's illegal. And we'll get in trouble. We'll get in trouble. 15 love? Yeah. Yeah, Queen's Club is straight after the French Open. And then it's a week for the ladies, and then after that, the next week for the men's. I think it's 2 weeks, right? Sorry, I think it's 2. Was it last? Oh, last year. Sorry, it started last year. There you go. First has a fault, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in the back of Sabalenka. Point out from Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand goes wide. And it is 15-0. So 5-3, 15-0. Serving to the forehand of Shnaider. Forehand out from Sabalenka. The back of the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka back up the lines wide. Jesus. Errors. 15:30. All right, 15:30. People still ask to put on the game? Yeah, I know. It's a backhand return. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Forehand from Shnaider up the line. Goes long. 30-all. Sabalenka 2 points from the first set. What's my UTR? I don't have one. UTR wasn't a thing when I played, so I could not tell you. And unfortunately, I don't have time currently to play any events that could get me a UTR. So 30-all. I would have loved UTR to be a thing when I played. As we just serve out wide. Into the backhand of Shnaider. Backhand of Sabalenka. The forehand of Shnaider. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Shnaider forehand again. Sabalenka goes up the line in the net. Pfft, this is one of the worst matches Sabalenka's played all tournament. All year. 30-40. Shnaider to get back on serve. This might have been the worst match I've seen Sabalenka play. Like, this is ugly. So ugly. Serving to the forehand of Shnaider. Backhand of Sabalenka. Shnaider forehand to the backhand of Sabalenka. Shnaider with the forehand goes wide, and Sabalenka survives. Deuce. You quit before 2008. No, UTR wasn't a thing here. It hasn't been a thing in Australia until recently. We didn't have UTR ratings back in, they've only been a thing since I think 2020, probably 2020 maybe. Recently Australia started adopting that system, because you can't get a rating unless you play people that have a rating, and you can't get a rating, as far as I know, you can't get a rating unless you play events that are documenting it, And yeah, so in Australia, it's only been a couple of years that it's been a thing. All right, advantage Sabalenka. To take the first set. Serving to the back of Shnaider. Return to the back of Sabalenka. Good shot up the line. Shnaider gets it back with the backhand, but hits it wide. Finally, Sabalenka gets it done. That was not pretty. Sabalenka takes it first. Linda.
Happy birthday to Rafa Nadal and my mum. My mum was a Davis Cup usherette in 1959. So proud she shares a birthday with the clay court key.
Hey, happy birthday to your mum. That's awesome that she got to be a part of the 1959 Davis Cup. That's incredible. And happy birthday to Rafa. All right, first in the bag, 6-3. Eala plays tomorrow. Tomorrow. Sabalenka hates playing in dodgy conditions. Yeah. I mean, there was 19 winners, 19 errors from Sabalenka. 6 winners, 14 errors from Shnaider. So, yeah, it's one of those days. It's one of those days. Expect it to be in the next match as well. The next match might not be pretty either. We just eased to Paris. Wind a mixed blessing as it pushed the rain clouds through. Okay. Well, that's good then. All right. All right. 6-3. As love 15. First point to Sabalenka. As that goes out by Sabalenka. 15-0. Sabalenka making errors because of the wind? Yes, mainly because of the wind. Schneider's also making her make errors, but unlike the last match where it was a lot more slice and like purpose to what Chwelinska was doing, this match Schneider's making just as many errors. Like you can tell the difference between what Chwelinska was doing against Kalinskaya and Schneider. Schneider's playing way worse than Chwelinska was. But Sabalenka's just making silly errors. Like she's missing so many shots that she would never miss. 30-15. What happened to Tsitsipas? He lost to Rinaldi, who's into the quarterfinals tonight. 40-15. Uh, 40-15. Sabalenka returned the backhand of Schneider. Sabalenka backhand cross-court winner. And it's 40-30. First serve is a fault, second serve. As a return goes back in of Schneider, a forehand Schneider. Sabalenka comes in with a volley. Schneider puts up a lob. Sabalenka puts away the smash though, and we get the deuce. Schneider is still figuring Sabalenka out. As that goes up the line. And wide by Schneider. Advantage Sabalenka. Schneider forehand into the back of Sabalenka. Schneider on the stretch. Hits it wide. Sabalenka breaks. 1-love in the second. All right. One second shot. All right. 15 love. All right, Sabalenka serves again. On to the forehand now. The backhand of Shnaider. Forehand Sabalenka. The backhand Shnaider. Shnaider on the net. It's 30 love. Dirty love. There's a return. Goes into the forehand of Sabalenka and the Shnaider back into the net. 40 love. There's a return. Goes in the backhand of Shnaider. Forehand for Sabalenka. Shnaider. Again, the backhand of Sabalenka who hits it up and long. 40-15. Any news on Baptiste? I think she's going to be out for the rest of the year. She had to get surgery on her knee. It was not good. So probably, like, I guess, worst case. The worst case scenario. So, which is such a shame. She's having a career best season. So, yeah, probably won't be back until the start of next year. As a return goes a forehand of Sabalenka, backhand, forehand from Shnaider. She's lefty. As a backhand now from Shnaider to the forehand of Sabalenka, Shnaider. Forehand again. And to the forehand of Sabalenka, Shnaider with the backhand. As Sabalenka forehand again to the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka now with the backhand, cross court. Shnaider with a slice. Sabalenka with a forehand, drop shot in the net. 40-30. That's annoying. She could be ahead right now. Who's that, Shnaider or... Serve. To the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand. To the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand again. Into the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka up the line with the backhand winner. All right, 2-love Sabalenka. That's more like it. Okay. I remember when you had 30K in 2021. Time flies. Congrats on your monumental achievements. But you're the best. Hey, thank you, Desmond. Thanks for sticking around all these years. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how the channel's gone from just chilling to then now. Now Sabalenka with a lovely pickup on the forehand off a drop shot. Love 15. Love 15. As the return goes forehand to Shnaider. Shnaider puts up a line for a winner. 15 all. Serve again. Is a let. Anyways, return goes the backhand of Shnaider to the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand from Shnaider to the backhand of Sabalenka. Sliced into the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand to the Shnaider backhand is we had a forehand from Sabalenka goes wide. She tried to go up the line. 30-15. As the return goes out. 40-15. Serve again. As the return for Sabalenka goes way out. 2-1. What a wild shot that was for Sabalenka. All right, 2-1. By the way, chat, we're almost at 300,500. So thank you for that. Oh, by the way, I keep forgetting to mention, we have a competition that will close at the end of Wimbledon. So I will remind you during Wimbledon. But we're doing a competition. Guess the subs. So by the end of the tournament, we're going to see, by the end of the year, we're going to see how many people, or who gets the closest and how many subs we end up with at the end of the year. Now, if you've made a guess and it's gone past that, at the end of this French Open, you still have time to edit your answer. So let's say you said 300,000 by the end of the year. You can edit it now if you think it's going to be more than that because we've hit 300,000. But, yeah, so guess. And the winner, whoever gets closer, will win a prize. Whatever that will be at the end of the year. Wimbledon is the last, you can do it up until Wimbledon. So you can edit your answers up until the end of this week. And then you can make guesses up until the end of Wimbledon, and then that's it. And then we wait and see who gets the closest. At the end of the year, we'll announce the winner. Is Berrettini inside the top 100? I don't think so. Oh, actually, no, he is now, right? He would be now. Yeah, Berrettini's number... yeah, number 47. He was outside the top 100 before this week. But now he's number 47. The prize can be ticket to the Australian Open final. Okay, let's say that would be the prize. How many? One in the chat if you could go to the Australian Open final next year. 2 in the chat if you couldn't go to the next year's Australian Open final. Like just if the tickets were like if I bought the tickets for the final and that was the prize. How many? 1 in the chat if you could go. 2 in the chat if you couldn't go. Okay, some people could. Most people, no, not travel included. No, are you kidding me? Travel and travel is the expensive part. Travel is like thousands of dollars. It's only the tickets. No, some people could go. All right, travel not included. You just get like a ticket to the Australian Open final. That's it. That's the prize. All right, so maybe it's because it's like 10 o'clock in Australia, so there's more Australians here. But yeah, most people, unfortunately, it's not available because travel's expensive and also Australia's a long way away. So that sounds like a good prize, but I don't want to give out a prize that only like half the people in the chat can actually be a part of. That's not fair and it's not fun. Most of the audience is not Australian. So it's going to take a lot of effort for people to get here. And I don't want to put that on. I don't want to put, it's a burden. You know, I don't want to be like, hey, you won prize and you're from America. And then it's like, oh, now I have to fly to Australia and do all this other shit. Like, I'd rather give a prize that actually people can enjoy and not have to, like, you know, spend thousands of dollars to enjoy. You know what I mean? So I don't think, I don't think that's a good prize, personally. Unless an Australian wins, and it's a great prize. But then even that, if you're not from Melbourne, it's like you got to fly here anyway. You got to find accommodation. It's just like it's a bit of a stress. There's better prizes that require less commitment, I think. And I can't afford to give away tickets and accommodation and flights because I'm literally just a man in his house. And I can't shout people a $10,000 holiday. I don't have the means. Unless we got a sponsor from a travel company or something, then maybe. But if somebody wants to sponsor the prize, but I couldn't afford to do that myself. That's crazy. I can't afford for myself to go overseas, let alone pay someone else to come here. So it's just not. Unfortunately, not feasible. Love 30. Am I rich? Bro, if I was rich, I'd be going to the French Open right now. Love 30. All right, love 40. Sabalenka wants a double break here. Have I ever been in a fight? Yes. What does that have to do with anything? Why? Are we going to fight? What's up? 7 to the forehand of Sabalenka. Back it out from Shnaider. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Shnaider. Back in again into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka puts it away. 4-1. Have you ever been in a fight? What? You're just curious. Okay. Strange question. I've never been asked that in a job interview before. All right. Sabalenka dominating now. She's locked in. That's it. Visited Australia in 2019. Was a long travel and kissed the ground when I landed. It was worth the trip. And then I went to Sydney and Fiji. Fair enough. And Melbourne. Yeah, it is a long trip. Yeah. And the thing is, like, if I mean, people have asked about, like, oh, give tickets away for the Australian Open final. One, I've got to see if I can get them because, you know, they're not like, you know, there's a finite amount, so I might not even be able to guarantee I get tickets, right? But then also, yeah, I mean, there's so many people. We've got people from all around the world, and if somebody from, I don't want somebody from another country that can't afford to come out here to enjoy the prize. Like, it's just not. It's a good idea, but it just doesn't make sense. So the prize will be something that you can all enjoy. Anyone in the world, anywhere in the world can enjoy. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Maybe it'll be this ball that I've been stressing about from the last 2 weeks. You'll be, you can get this disgusting Roland Garros stress ball. Or Roland Garros squished ball. Anyways, Volley Sabalenka is a winner. And it's 15 love. By the way, that is definitely not legal to go to the tennis and stream off your phone. That is also not legal. All right. 15 love. So yeah, to enter the draw for the mystery prize that will be decided later in the year, you just got to fill out the form, which is basically just guessing how many subscribers we're going to end up with at the end of the year. How many subscribers are we going to have at the end of the year? 30. Love. As with a forehand now from Sabalenka into the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka forehand to the backhand of Shnaider. And Sabalenka forehand in the net. 30-15. A Netflix subscription or something. Yeah, I don't know. We'll decide this later in the year. We can talk about it later in the year. I've got some ideas, but we'll see. Return goes into the backhand of Sabalenka. Off the tape to the backhand of Shnaider. And Shnaider hits a winner. 30-all. What's happening to the men's match? It starts straight after this. Deadline is at the end of Wimbledon. As we get a backhander from Shnaider into the forehand of Sabalenka. Up the line's a good shot. Shnaider puts up a lob. And we get a forehand out of the backhand of Shnaider. Forehand from Sabalenka again. Drop shot. Goes wide by Sabalenka, 30-40. Do you have a sub goal in mind for the end of the year? Not anymore. I think after this tournament, I've got to reassess because the goal was 300K by the end of the year. So I have no idea now. I have no clue. All right, first there's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. Okay. Shnaider gets a break back. Shnaider gets one of the breaks back. All right. 4-2, Sabalenka. There's a forehand goes in the back of Sabalenka. Shnaider backhand cross court in the net. And it's love 15. This has been an ugly match. It's been just a windy day. That's what happens. The quality of the tennis goes down when the wind goes up. It's not easy conditions. That goes the net by Shnaider, love 30. Love 30. As a return, goes out, 15-30. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As we have a forehand now from Sabalenka. Shnaider into the back of Sabalenka. Shnaider with a volley. It's too good. She's a very good doubles player. Is Shnaider 30-all? Uh, 30-all. As the return goes in, Shnaider goes cross court. Sabalenka puts up a lob. Shnaider lets it bounce. Forehand to the backhand slice of Sabalenka. That's a drop shot, but Shnaider gets there and Sabalenka ends up putting it away. All right, Shnaider comes in, puts it away, and we get the deuce. Now we get the deuce as Shnaider serves. A fault. Second serve. All right, advantage Shnaider. Sabalenka hit it out. All right. Shnaider goes to 4 to Sabalenka. Backhand Shnaider and then Sabalenka 4 in the net. All right, Shnaider holds. 4-3. 4-3. 4-3. All right. 4-3. All right, 4-3. Still a break. for Sabalenka. Cam, when you have time, one day, can you explain the difference to hold grip of the racket? Yeah, I could. Maybe we could do that in like a rain delay activity or something. As that forehand goes long by Sabalenka. And it's love 15. Currently in the Middle East, Jordan, but have lived in the States. Nice. Love 15. Have I seen tomorrow's schedule? No. Is the schedule out for tomorrow? It is. Okay. As I thought, 3 p.m. So this time tomorrow, this time tomorrow, we start the semis. Starting with Kostyuk versus Andreeva. So no surprise there. I think the men's semis are the same. I think. Love 30. Sabalenka is giving this up. Love 30. As the return goes into the backhand of Sabalenka. Forehand from Shnaider. Again to the backhand of Sabalenka. Shnaider backhand. As we go backhand again to the backhand of Shnaider. Sabalenka slice forehand. Shnaider gets it with the forehand inside out. Sabalenka in the net. Love 40. Shnaider to get back on serve. All right. Love 40. How has this happened? 4-1. Return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Shnaider with a lob. Sabalenka with a volley winner. One saved. 15-40. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. All right, return goes in to the forehand of Sabalenka. Up the line. Shnaider gets it with the forehand on the stretch. And then a backhand up the line from Sabalenka. Shnaider with a pass. Sabalenka with a drop volley winner. It wasn't really a drop volley. It was a regular volley. Winner. 30-40. By the way, chat, we're 4 members away from another emoji. Actually, you know what? 4 members. Easy. I got that. There you go. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. There we go. 4 members. Done. It's going to return out by Shnaider. And we get the deuce. Sabalenka survives. All right. First serve is a fault, second serve. Second serve, Sabalenka. Into the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand to the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka goes up the line with the backhand. Shnaider gets it back with the backhand to the forehand of Sabalenka. Shnaider forehand again. As we go backhand again from Sabalenka. Shnaider forehand again. The back of Sabalenka. Shnaider forehand again. Sabalenka drop shot in the net. Advantage Shnaider. Advantage Shnaider to get back on serve. All right. Advantage Shnaider. As a return, goes out from Shnaider. And we get the deuce. All right, we get the deuce. Sabalenka serves. Into the backhand of Shnaider. Forehand from Sabalenka. Again, the back of Shnaider. Sabalenka forehand off the tape. Goes in. Shnaider with the backhand cross court. Sabalenka open call winner. Sabalenka got lucky. Advantage Sabalenka. What emoji, though? I have no idea, to be honest. Chat, give me some... Give me some ideas. Advantage Sabalenka. Return. Goes out. And Sabalenka got a 5-3 lead. She keeps the break. Just. Yazda emoji. Ooh, I don't mind that. That's not a bad idea. We could do a Yazda emoji. As that goes in the net by Sabalenka, 15 love. Should we do a Yazda emoji? I feel like we should. We could do that. We haven't got a Naomi Osaka emoji. Should we do Osaka emoji, maybe? We don't have an Osaka emoji. All right. 30 love. All right. Return goes in the net by Sabalenka. It's 40-15. All right. Shnaider holds. Osaka emoji would be awesome. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we'd do an Osaka emoji. We do watch a lot of Osaka. So it would make sense. Oh, wait, no. You know what we have to do? We have to bring back the Serena emoji. Sorry. We have to bring back the Serena emoji for next week. We have to bring back Serena. The Serena emoji is back. Where is Serena? I know we had a Serena emoji. Where is it? Where's the Serena? There it is. Serena emoji's back. Serena emoji's back. Sorry. Sorry, chat. We have to bring back the Serena emoji. I'm not sorry. All right, 15 love. Sabalenka 7 for the match. As the return goes in the back end of Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets it out. And it's 15-0. Serena emoji is back. $15 love. Because next week will be Serena week, and we need to celebrate with Serena emoji. There we go. Serena's back. 15-all. First serve default, second serve. Serena is back. As a return, goes out by Shnaider. 30-15. Eala's playing tomorrow. I don't think she's playing today. Alan, you're not even a member. Why are you telling me how to do my emojis? You want to say become a member. All right, 30-15. You want to contribute to to what the emojis are, then be a member and you can order me around. 30-15. Backhand goes into the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka forehand cross court. The return goes in the volley of Sabalenka, but Sabalenka missed the volley. It's scary. It's because Serena is intimidating. We need intimidation. We can't have Serena just looking all not pleasant. We need her to look intense. We need Serena to look intimidating. 30-all. You're broke? Ah, that's all right. You might get gifted a membership eventually. All right, first serve default, second serve. As the return goes to forehand, Sabalenka up the line in the net by Sabalenka. What the hell is going on? 30-40. Break point for Shnaider to get back on serve. All right. Shnaider to break back. As a return, goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Shnaider with the forehand. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Shnaider backhand again. To the backhand of Sabalenka. Shnaider. Inside out winner. We are back on serve. 5-all. Shnaider is not ready to go out yet. Sabalenka was 4-1 double break. I don't know what's happened. As the backhand return goes forward to Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand. Shnaider hits in the net. Love 15. Love 15. As the return goes to the net by Sabalenka, 15-all. As the first serve is a fault, second serve. Return goes into the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand. And Shnaider gets into the backhand of Sabalenka again. Shnaider with a slice forehand. Sabalenka backhand again. Shnaider gets it back and hits a winner. Up the line, 30-15. All right, 30-15. €1, 1 US, and 1 AUD is all different. Yeah, it's a dollar. It's $1 US a month. That's the cheapest I could make the members. Like, I made the base level of membership. I made it the cheapest I possibly could, and that was $1.99 US cents a month, which is like $1.50 Australian, which is like €1, I think. I couldn't go any cheaper. I wanted the base level of membership to be cheap so everyone could use the emojis. Like, that's what you get for $1 a month. You get to access the emojis. And you also get access to the Discord to be, you actually get a lot of perks for $1. All right. Shnaider holds 6-5. 6-5. Is that all? Is that all of it is? $1? Holy cow. Everyone should be a member. It's 86 euros, is it? Okay. There you go. 86 cents. 86 0.86 euro, yeah. And you get 60 cents. YouTube owes you 30. Okay. 86. No, it's not 86 euro. That'd be crazy. Nobody would join. It's only £1 a month. Be a member at basic level. Yeah. Yeah, the club level. You can join the club. You don't have to, though. It's fine. There's no obligation. Another perk, never having to hear Cam say, you're not even a member. Yeah. And people are generous to give memberships, so gift memberships, so you might just get one for free anyway. But yeah, again, there's no obligation. At the end of the day, this is all free. As that goes out by Shnaider, 15 love. $15. Sabalenka serves in the front of Shnaider. Return goes in the back of Sabalenka. Shnaider pass is a winner. Ooh, great shot. 15-0. As a return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka puts away that winner, 30-15. It's £1.50 for some reason. Oh, well, there you go. It's £1.50. All right. 30-15. I support the channel with like and recommendations. That's the old-fashioned way. Thank you. Yes, hello? I'd just like to pay my internet bill. Yeah. No, I don't have any money. I have likes and recommendations. I'm sorry, what? You need... I'm sorry, what? How many months off? 5 months overdue. Yeah, but I've got some likes and recommendations, though. They're recommending the channel, though. Surely that's worth something. Okay, yeah, I'll pay it tomorrow. Yep, thanks. Apparently, they didn't accept. 30-0. Hey, look, it was worth a try. 30-0. Let's lock in. This match is getting interesting. Backhand return goes in the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. Oh, no. I do appreciate the likes and recommendations. That does help the channel. It does help the channel. And I already paid my internet bill. Don't worry. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do this. If I didn't have... if I didn't have internet, we'd be fucked. All right, 30-40. Schneider's about to steal the set. Serve. There's a fault. What happened to shouting out the lurkers? Hey, shout out the lurkers. We've been shouting at lurkers all week. Serve. Into the backhand of Shnaider. Forward of Sabalenka's in the net. We're going 3, baby. How did this happen? Sabalenka was up 4-1 double break, and she wins nothing. Good day, sir. She loses the set, and Shnaider takes us to a third out of nowhere. Match point saved, right? I don't know what the hell just happened. I was too busy talking to the internet company. All right. We're going 3, and Sabalenka is just completely dropped off. Sorry, no match points. Sabalenka was 2 points away from the match at 5-4, but no match points. No match points. Shnaider is going to serve first in the third. Okay. We need a we're going 3 emoji. Sabalenka loses focus sometimes. Maybe. Hey, Cam, did you get some sleep? I got enough. I slept. I had a nap. Your little sketch convinced me. Now I'm a member. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, more comedy sketches about paying bills with likes and subscribers, and paying the bills with appreciation. Like that's all right. 18 winners, 21 errors. Sabalenka. I tell you, it is windy. It is cold. It is ugly. I don't know if it's cold, but it's definitely ugly tennis. Shnaider 9 winners, 9 errors. That was a bad set of tennis from Sabalenka again. The YouTube emojis aren't working because you're not a member. Oh, you mean like the actual YouTube ones? I have no idea why that's maybe up to, I don't know. It is cold? Okay, it's cold. Already better than SNL. Can you frame your tennis racket? Why? Nah. Why would I frame my tennis racket? I need to use it whenever I decide to come out of retirement. Sabalenka is just angry and confused. She's not easily winning, and she's making more errors and let Shnaider win more. Yeah, I mean, Schneider's just kept her cool. But yeah, Sabalenka just... That's so unlike Sabalenka to lose 6 out of 7 games, to lose a set. Or 6 out of 7 games. Crazy. Who's winning the final set? Who's taking the final set, chat? Yep, FAA Kaboli is straight after this. Shnaider, 15 love. The comedy sketch was my favorite non-tennis bit that you've ever done. Thank you. As the backhand returns, Sabalenka to the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand. Again to the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand again. And Shnaider hits it in the net with the backhand. And it's 15-all. 15-all. All right, Sabalenka hits it out in the return, 30-15. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Shnaider, backhand. Oh no, Sabalenka hit it out on her forehand. All right, 40-15. 40-15. As Shnaider serves again. To the forehand of Sabalenka. Return the net. Shnaider 1-love. 1-0 in the third. Shnaider has won 7 of the last 8 games. All right. All right. 1-love to Shnaider. Remember that old-fashioned phone that you used to have? And he'd call for help when Rublev's volcano was rumbling. Yeah, Rublev doesn't erupt as much anymore, so we can't use that. But is it a forehand now from Shnaider? And then a lovely volley by Sabalenka. 15-love. They need to close the roof. They're not going to close the roof because it's windy. The roof does not close due to wind. Wind is like the sun. It's an element that you got to deal with. As a forehand of the stretch from Shnaider. Forehand from Sabalenka cross court. Shnaider backhand slice. Sabalenka forehand slice is a winner. Jesus, that was crazy. 30-love. Wow. Sabalenka hits a forehand slice that has this wicked spin that almost like rolled on the ground. That was insane. What a shot. I think, and it almost knocked Shnaider off her feet. What a shot. All right, 30-love. $30-love. As Shnaider comes in and puts it away. 30-15. Scoreboard? What's wrong with the scoreboard? Oh, okay. I see what's up. Why is it up? Why is it going the other way? That's weird. Why is it frozen? That's weird. Hang on. The 40-15. Hang on. $40-15. All right, first serve, the fault, second serve. Second serve. Sabalenka hits in the net. It's 40-30. First serve is a fault, second serve. All right, Sabalenka doesn't get that one either. We get a deuce. Audio's fine. Yeah, the scoreboard died. I don't know what happened. All right, forehand to backhand rally. I'll fix it in a second. Forehand goes up the line from Sabalenka. Shnaider gets it back and hits a winner advantage. Shnaider to take the break here in the final set. As she comes in there, Sabalenka with a volley, and that's a winner. And it's deuce. All right, deuce. Sabalenka serves again. As the return goes in the forehand of Sabalenka, backhand of Shnaider, the backhand of Sabalenka. Shnaider backhand, into the forehand of Sabalenka, Shnaider. Again to the forehand of Sabalenka, Shnaider with the backhand again. Sabalenka goes up the line, Shnaider gets it back with a forehand into the backhand of Sabalenka, Shnaider. Forehand win up, Sabalenka doesn't even go for it, advantage Shnaider. How about those Rockies? Let's go. Advantage Shnaider. Advantage Shnaider. Advantage Shnaider. Imagine we didn't have a scoreboard. I couldn't imagine that. You'd have to actually listen. It'd be crazy. Imagine we got rid of the scoreboard altogether. That'd be a fun stream. Backing up the line to the backhand of Shnaider. Sabalenka with a smash. Shnaider with a pass. Sabalenka with a volley. Too good. Back to deuce. No, I couldn't do that to you, Deb. I couldn't do that to Deb. That'd be brutal. All right, back to deuce. Sabalenka serves again. I don't know how this has happened. Like, all of a sudden, Sabalenka is in big trouble. As that goes out by Shnaider, it's advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. As the return goes in, the forehand to Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets it wide. And we get back to deuce. Back to deuce. What is the score, Cam? You are misleading us. I don't know. Deuce, as we had a forehand now to the backhand, the forehand of Shnaider. Backhand now for Sabalenka. Shnaider with the forehand again to the backhand of Sabalenka. Shnaider. Backhand goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka crushes up the line. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. By the way, one in the chat of the scoreboard's actually working for you on the screen, because it's definitely working for me on the screen. I fixed the glitch. Give me a round of applause, please. I would like a medal for fixing my computer. All right, Sabalenka to take the first game. She serves a let, I think. Oh, it's working? Good. Can I fix your computer? No. No, sorry. I can't do that, sorry. As the return goes back into Sabalenka, back in the net by Sabalenka, back to deuce. It's 1-love Shnaider in the third. Sabalenka is deuce on she's serving. Is it working now? It's working now. It's working. Is it fixed? Chat, can somebody tell me if it's working or not? Is it not working? Is the scoreboard working, chat? I need you to tell me if it's working. Is it not working? Backhand slice goes to the volley of Sabalenka. Good pickup. Shnaider with a lob. Sabalenka with the backhand goes wide. Advantage Shnaider. Is it work? I think it's working. It's advantage Shnaider. Chat. Tell me if the scoreboard's working. It's advantage Shnaider. Just hang on a sec. Chat. I'll just press some buttons. I'm just going to take this plug out. Let me check it. Chat. Is the scoreboard working? I'm going to just hang on. Let me just press this. I'm just pressing a button. Is it okay now? I'm just checking the button. Is it working? No? Is it working now? Is it good? Shnaider hits in the net. It's good now. Okay, good. Okay, I just had to go and press something on the thing and the thing. Good. Oh, thank God it's working. All right, Deuce. Whew, lucky. I had to end the stream. Otherwise, at the end, we couldn't do it. We couldn't do anything if it doesn't work. Good kick by Sabalenka. All right, Deuce. Whew. This has been a long game, by the way. Now I just had to recalibrate the flux capacitor, exactly. All right, forehand up the line. Into the corner, Shnaider. Sabalenka back in the net. Advantage, Shnaider. Blunted.
Cam is chat working,
Hi. All right, advantage. Shnaider. 11-minute game, this one. 11 minutes. Fourth break point for Shnaider. Serve. Into the forehand of Shnaider. Forehand of Sabalenka. Again, the forehand of Shnaider. Up the line to the forehand of Sabalenka. Shnaider, forehand. Inside in. Sabalenka slice. Shnaider, forehand again. Inside out winner. Shnaider breaks. What is going on? It's the upset open. Welcome. What the hell is happening? Sabalenka was dominating in the second. She was up 4-1 double break. And now she's down a break in the third. The winner of this will take on the qualifier from Poland in the semis tomorrow. Sabalenka forehand to the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka backhand. Again to the forehand of Shnaider. Sabalenka slice. Shnaider. Forehand winner. Shnaider is wrecking the ball. 15 love. Shnaider serves again. This kind of feels like the Baptiste match where we were just waiting for Sabalenka to win and then she lost. Like, it feels like Sabalenka's going to come back, right? She's going to come back and win, right? Right? Sabalenka's coming back, right? She's going to win, right? Backhand return goes out. 30 love. $30 love. $30 love. Return goes out by Sabalenka. 40 love. $40 love. 2 hours played. Shnaider serves. To the backhand of Sabalenka. Return the forehand to Shnaider. Sabalenka. Forehand into the backhand of Shnaider. Sabalenka forehand again. To the backhand of Shnaider. Now Sabalenka with a slice. In the net. 3-love Shnaider in the third. Shnaider with a break in the third. What the heck? The number one in the world is in big trouble. Blunted, thank you for the 32 months. Tennis is a crazy game. Naomi wallops Shnaider, but not Sabalenka. Sabalenka beats Naomi. I know, right? It's crazy. This is a crazy tournament. If Sabalenka goes out, we get new champions both sides, right? So, like, she's the only Grand Slam champion left. Hey, thank you, Fly, for the 51. Appreciate that. So for the 41 months, I can read sometimes. So now Kostruk's the favorite. Maybe, yeah. If Sabalenka loses. It's only one break. Sabalenka was up 4-1 double break, and look what happened. So, one break a serve for Sabalenka. That is... It's not over yet. All right, here we go. Sabalenka on the attack. Comes in with a volley. Missed it. Love 15. Missed the volley. Sabalenka is looking stressed. She is trying to compose herself. Sabalenka is not having fun. She's already hit 11 errors in this set. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Sabalenka just trying to take her time. Serving the forehand of Shnaider. Forehand from Sabalenka. As Shnaider gets it back. Sabalenka bounce. Forehand. Winner. All right. 15-0. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand Shnaider. Back into Sabalenka. Into that Shnaider forehand. Sabalenka. Can't get that one. Shnaider hits a clean win up. 15-30. 15-30. What a shot. Serve. Into the back of Shnaider. Sabalenka forehand in the net. Wow. 15-40, and Sabalenka just smacking the ball away. Gee, Sabalenka is not in a good way. And the coaches have nothing they can do. 15-40. Sabalenka serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the back of the Shnaider. Sabalenka forehand up the line. Goes long! All right. 4-love Shnaider in the third, in the final set, third set, final set, this set of a quarterfinal of the French Open. Sabalenka needs an all-time comeback. By the way, there's nothing physical going on with Sabalenka. It's literally just errors and, like, frustration. Like, she's not hurt. It's got nothing to do with how, like, her physicality. It's just bad mistakes and frustration. She's not cramping. She's not injured. She's just being outplayed by Shnaider, but also just getting, bullied, basically. Great return, Sabalenka. Shnaider gets it back. Sabalenka puts that away. All right. Love 15. Yeah, it's super windy. The wind is definitely causing problems. All right, return goes into the forehand of Shnaider, forehand from Sabalenka, into the forehand of Shnaider. The backhand of Shnaider. Sabalenka forehand. Shnaider gets it back with her forehand into the backhand of Sabalenka. Shnaider forehand up the line. That's a great shot. Sabalenka slices it back. Shnaider forehand cross court. Sabalenka gets it with her backhand. Shnaider forehand up the line is a winner. What a shot! Nothing Sabalenka could do there. That's just too good. 15-0. All right, 15-0. As the return goes in the forehand of Shnaider, Sabalenka on the stretch with a slice. Shnaider, inside out winner. Schneider's also caught fire. Come on. All right. 30-15. As the return goes in, Sabalenka backing up the line as a winner. 30-0. As the return goes in the forehand of Shnaider. Backhand Sabalenka goes long. $40-30. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. And Sabalenka backhand goes wide. Okay. Five love in the third. All right. Sabalenka is going to have to do one of the most incredible comebacks we've ever seen at a Grand Slam. All right. Can Sabalenka recover? They're playing Eye of the Tiger. Why are they doing that? I guess they're trying to help her. I don't know. Motivation? Here we go. It's going to be Sabalenka serving to stay in the match. As we get a lead on the first serve. As the return goes in, and then Sabalenka shanks it wide. Love 15. By the way, don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. We are going to be watching all the matches from now on. Doesn't matter who plays them. As we serve now, the forehand of Shnaider. Forehand now from Sabalenka in the net. Love 30. Sabalenka just yelling at herself. Love 30. This is the most... This is just... Probably just as surprising as the Sinner one, because Sinner's one was physical. He fell in a hole. Sabalenka's is not a physical problem here. This is a mental issue. As we get a forehand now from Shnaider. Sabalenka back in the forehand of Shnaider. Shnaider hits a winner. It's love 40. Like, Sabalenka was up 4-1 double break. All of a sudden, Shnaider has just come out of nowhere. She's played really well. And Sabalenka's completely fallen off. And it's love 40. This is crazy. Serve and volley from Sabalenka. But the lob goes long. Ooh. Shnaider hits it long. Like, this is insane. Match point number 2. 15-40 Shnaider to get to the semis. Serve to the back of Shnaider. Return goes in the front of Sabalenka. Shnaider can't get that one. 30-40. Sabalenka unleashing. 30-40. Serve to the backhand of Shnaider. Sabalenka in the net! What just happened? Sabalenka's out. Shnaider is through to the semis. And we're getting a new Grand Slam champion on the women's side. What? Shnaider was down 4-1 double break. She was down 5-2. Comes back to win. And bagels Sabalenka in the third. By the way, nothing physical happened with Sabalenka. It was all... That was all mental. That was all, like, just frustrations of Sabalenka. Shnaider playing well and regrouping and getting better as the match went on. But that was insane. That was one of the biggest collapses we'll see. Like, the Sinner collapse there was a reason. There was a reason why that happened. He completely hit a wall. That was just... One, from Shnaider fighting back, and two, Sabalenka just completely tilting. I mean, she just got angry and annoyed and then couldn't get herself out of that situation. That was just... that was insane. That was crazy. Shnaider versus Kwiatkowska is going to be a semi. Okay. By the way, the Polish dream and the Polish quali... dream is alive. I mean, that's... Okay. Who's the favorite now? It's probably Kostyuk, right? Right? Andreeva's the only top 10 player left. What have we... That is one of the biggest... It's hard... Look, we've got to give credit. Shnaider started to play a lot better. She got better. Shnaider, as the match went on, she got better and better. But that's a collapse too. Like, Sabalenka collapsed. Big time. From 4-1 up in the second and just... Like, that was insane. That was crazy. Both world number ones, for different reasons, but both world number ones in a dominant position fall apart and lose at Roland Garros. This truly is the upset open. Man. Crazy. That was nuts. Yeah. That was nuts. That was nuts. And the only difference, like the only thing you can put it down to maybe is the conditions. But Shnaider ended up adjusting and winning. I mean, she adjusted, Shnaider. She got through the conditions. Sabalenka she wasn't playing her game. She couldn't play clean. And she couldn't adapt. And then when Shnaider started to play better, Sabalenka couldn't go with her. 46 winners, 57 errors by Sabalenka. 25 winners, 27 errors from Shnaider. But yeah, Sabalenka just couldn't get it going. I mean, look, to be honest, she wasn't great in the first set either. Right? She wasn't good. She wasn't great at all, Sabalenka, in the first set, by any stretch. She barely got through that. But man, did not expect that. Did not see that coming. If you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. Schneider's into the semis. She's going to take on Chwilinska. Man. Crazy, man. Shnaider won 13 games in a row. Did she win 13 in a row? Was she down 5-2? I think she was down 2-5, right? Crazy. I mean, that's momentum. The importance of momentum, right? Crazy. Now, it wasn't 5-2. It was she was up 4-1, Sabalenka. She won one game after that. 4-1. And then Shnaider broke back, then held, then broke back, then held. Broke back, then Sabalenka broke. Held, and then broke, and then, yeah. Sabalenka was 2 points away at 5-4 in the second. And it really did feel like Sabalenka was just going to get it done in straights. It was just going to be awkward. But yeah, she was up 5. She was down. Shnaider was 5-3. She won, she won 8 games in a row to finish. But she won, like Sabalenka was up 5-3. Double break at 4-1, though. That's crazy. Crazy. I mean, the chat's going off. The chat is actually going off. Like, what the hell? Going nuts. Man, that is one of the biggest collapses you'll see. Chris Everett also just said that Sabalenka made no adjustments to the wind and no margin for error. Yeah, that was totally true. I mean, yeah, she didn't make any adjustments to the weather. The first set, she wasn't playing great. She won the first set maybe because she got, Shnaider was maybe nervous or, couldn't get it done. Second set, Sabalenka, the 4-1 lead was deceiving. She wasn't easily winning. It was just she started to get a few more games in a row. But the 4-1 lead didn't feel like she'd played better to get there. She just maybe limited some of those errors. But then once Shnaider started coming back, Sabalenka just couldn't figure out what to do, and she tried to hit herself out of the situation, and that didn't work. Crazy. But also, like, surprising? No, because everyone's lost, right? I mean, everyone's lost. We're getting new champions on men and women's side. Love that. Yeah. Sabalenka won't win another Grand Slam? Come on now. That's a little over the top. She just lost. She thinks she's never going to win another one? Come on. Man. Similar last year against Coco. I mean, yeah, definitely a lot, like a very ugly match, same as last year against Coco for sure. And you wonder maybe if she was thinking about that after she started to lose, like when she was making all those errors, that might have been in her mind. You never know. By the way, she played such an incredible match against Osaka, and that was at night, and there was no wind. So, like, it's crazy. Your predictions are cooked. Yeah. Okay, and you've got all them all right, have you? Yeah, your predictions are good. You picked all the winners this tournament. You picked all the winners, right? By the way, I picked Chwilinska, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm 50% for today. being number one Sabalenka couldn't hunt enough slams. I mean, she's got to win Wimbledon, right? Like Wimbledon is almost a must to she's only going to have so many years in this window before other players start to get better or have gotten better. I mean, she's really given us Andreeva and Kostyuk an opportunity, right? I picked Mirra in Rome. Hey, nice. Roland Garros is awesome. It's crazy. Insane. What a crazy, crazy tournament. To be honest, I think Andreeva would have beaten Sabalenka anyway. Okay, fair enough. Can you guess the women's champion? I stopped guessing the women's champion when Coco lost. Man, what a tournament. What a random ass tournament. Swiatek could win. Like, this is where we are. A qualifier could win. We might be seeing a Raducanu-esque run. Like, she could win. Your stress ball won't survive this slam. No, this stress ball is going to turn into a dust by the end of the week. People have bad days. Why are you shaking your head, Cam? Because it's Sabalenka. She's one of the most consistent players going around. That's why she's number one. She doesn't have bad days. That's why she's number one. Sabalenka, by the way, clay court season, not good. She hasn't had a good clay court season. The 3 losses she's had on the clay have been unlike her. Like, Baptiste had a great win. It was very close. So you give Sabalenka a break for that one. But she lost to Castella, who she'd never lost. Castella was actually not a bad loss. She had lost to her before. But this one, like, just makes no sense. Completely dropped off. Completely. Crazy. Is this upset of the tournament? I don't know. There's been so many. Yeah, I mean, Bagel final set is crazy. A Bagel in the third, that is insane. Had she have lost 6-2, okay, crazy, but not like mad, like insane. But that was that. The way she lost at the end, that is that's ridiculous. I think a lot of commentators have favorites, and it's obvious. Yeah, well, obviously, everyone's human. People are human. What do you mean? Sabalenka had a very easy draw, to be honest. I mean, Osaka, she played really well against Osaka. Osaka was not easy at all. But Shnaider was not posing a problem until she was. Madness. Yep, both number ones were leading and by a long way before going down too. So that was, yep, that also happened. Really looking forward to a new champions. Yeah, we get new champs. Hey, new champions. Love that. Mirra and Diana doubles partners. Yeah, that'd be a fun final. That'd be fun. 2 friends playing each other. Top half is absolutely collapsed. Yep. New champs indeed. Yep. Shnaider woke up and smelled the coffee. She definitely woke up, Shnaider, in that second set. She started to hit her shots, whereas Sabalenka never got comfortable. Like she just didn't. She was errors. Never changed. Sabalenka was hungry today. Yeah, for a bagel. Okay, good one. Wow. Insane. Now, we move on because we've got more matches. Moving on. FAA versus Kaboli. That's the next match. It's going to be a fun one. Let's see what that has in store. That's a 50-50, so I don't think we're too... I don't think we're going to be surprised unless somebody's up 2 sets 11, 3 breaks or 2 breaks and falls apart or something. But let's see what happens in that one. Great win by Shnaider, who 18 months ago was, supposed to be doing stuff like this. So it's great to see finally that she's sort of putting it all together this week and putting it all together and getting these really big wins. But man, Sabalenka, that was one of the strangest losses that you'll see from a world number one, and strangest collapses. That was a collapse. Proper collapse was that one. 3-6, 7-5, 6-love. Schneider's going to play Wielinska in the semis tomorrow, along with Andreeva taking on Kostyuk. Make sure you join us. We're going to watch both of those matches. That's just the Tennis Talk guarantee. We watch all the matches. It doesn't matter who plays them. But what a crazy result. FAA versus Kaboli next.